We're live. Welcome, my friends, chefs, to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Nicholas Vlars here, aka Super Divorce. I just was preparing to head to bed, and it happened across my Twitter feed that there was a big Capcom announcement coming out. And I thought it would be a good idea to hop onto the internet and live stream this momentous occasion, whatever it ends up being. A lot of people are hoping it's momentous. A lot of people are hoping that it's maybe a new Resident Evil game. A lot of people hoping it's maybe a new Street Fighter game. Some people out there praying for a miracle, that it's maybe a new Mega Man. Doesn't seem very likely. But people can always hope. It's good to have hope. These aren't too bad. You ever had one of these Mike's Hard Lemonade Mango Seltzers? They're pretty good, I will say. And I like to keep it traditional most times. When I'm drinking, I like to drink very manly drinks. I like to drink beer. That's manly. And I like to drink whiskey. Neat. I like my whiskey neat. That's how I like to do it. But I opened the fridge and I saw this there. My wife picked some of these up the other day, and I had one of them. I tried one of the traditional, just the old-fashioned Mike's Hard Lemonade in the seltzer form. I guess this is a seltzer. It says seltzer right there. And I tried it and I thought to myself, hey, that's pretty tasty. Because I like lemonade. I'm a big lemonade fan. I like the Newman's Own in particular. You ever had Newman's Own lemonade? We've got someone here that looks like I'll give it a shot. Sapira 029. If I said that incorrectly, please correct me and let me know how I can do it the right way next time. Thanks for stopping by as we count down for this Capcom announcement. I don't know if this is going to refresh itself. Let me give it a shot. See, I think it's odd they don't have, like, the minutes and seconds. You go through the trouble of putting this website together, a big countdown. You kind of figure that Capcom could have sprung the extra few bucks to include the minutes and the seconds, so you know exactly when you're going to hit the countdown big reveal. We don't have that here. And like I said, I don't know if this is going to roll over and display something new as soon as this announcement goes live. So I better be refreshing every so often. I can hit the F5 button to do that. Watch. Hey, oh, look, I did just the right time, I guess. And it was Street Fighter 6. Let me zoom in for you. Let me get my mug off of here. It did not refresh on its own. So thank the Lord that I had the wherewithal to go ahead and refresh. So here it is. They've got a trailer for it. I don't know what their policy is on me playing that right now. My channel's already been in some hot water recently. totally inadvertently, totally innocent. Juju Games has stopped by. Hello, Juju. Thanks for being here. It's just been revealed Street Fighter 6 is coming soon. Street Fighter 6. I'll go ahead and I'll play this. I think it'll be okay. I think I'll play this just for fun. Let's see what happens here. Because if I'm talking over top of it and I don't, I'll just put it on mute. We'll put it on mute and they can't get too mad at it. We've got some sandals, rippling chest, rippling back, a strong back. That appears to be, that's one of our famous characters from Street Fighter, maybe. I don't know anything about Street Fighter. I think that's Ryu. I think we've got Ryu versus someone else here. I don't know who that man is. Who is this guy? Let's break it down. People like that, don't they? You're sort of your super detailed breakdown of new trailers. Let's zoom in a bit. So it starts off and there's a balled up fist, and that lets us know that there's about to be a fight happening. And it's rating pending. We see that down here. That means that it's not been rated yet. I'm going to guess it'll end up being a teen rated game, following in the tradition of old-fashioned Street Fighter games. I know that much. It's not like Mortal Kombat, which are typically M-rated. So you've got the fist for a while, and then you zoom in on a very well-defined forearm here. I think this is Ryu, not to be confused with Ken. You can remember Ken because he's got blonde hair like Ken from Barbie. Barbie and Ken. He's got his abs taped up, it looks like. He might have been in a fight already. He's wearing some karate pants. Look at all the detail in the skin here. You can see the pores. You can see that he's got a few moles. A little bit of hair. Just some peach fuzz. Right here it looks like there are some creases. I wouldn't exactly call these scars. I don't think he has scars on his arm. I think that what those are lines from where maybe he had his jacket sitting next to him, and he put his arm down on top of it, and the crinkles in the jacket just left a little bit of indentations on his forearm here before he got ready to come out here and show us what was going on with this guy that he was about to engage with. And this tells us, look, you can see the sweat glistening. Good lighting. Well-defined chest. Nice ab definition there. I'll remember this shot. I'll say that. Out of all the things that come to mind when I think of this reveal trailer, I think what I'm always going to remember is this big sandaled foot. You don't see something like this in a video game trailer too often. A zoom-in shot of a sandaled foot with maybe, what do you think this material is? Maybe hemp? A hemp sandal, perhaps bamboo. Who is this? Someone else has joined the party. This is Blackstone, Whitestone, Racist Stone. Hi. Thanks for stopping by as we take a deep dive into this Street Fighter 6 reveal. I let it be known several minutes ago that I don't know really anything about the Street Fighter games other than your traditional Street Fighter characters. I mean, anyone growing up in the 90s played Street Fighter 2. Anyone who had a Super Nintendo or a Sega Genesis back in those days, everyone knows those characters. Everyone knows your Blanca. Everyone knows your Dalsim, your Ryu, your Ken, your Chun-Li. Of course, Chun-Li. I mean, she's not only an inspiration to fighting women everywhere, but also an inspiration to erections everywhere. Chun-Li, an inspiration to erections and female fighters for decades now. Jesse N has joined us. It's Nerdzerker from Twitter. Hello. I recognize you. I recognize the profile picture, and I recognize the Nerdzerker name. Thanks for dropping by this evening, my friend. Uni Bunny says feet. Yes, well, as I said, this is the one shot that really sticks out because you don't see in many game reveal trailers or game trailers in general, movie trailers. I can't think of many times in the past when I've been watching a trailer and there's been a zoom-in shot of a sandaled foot. Jess, that's my wife, she says yuck. She says yuck at this sandaled foot, this glistening sandaled foot that we've zoomed in on here, that we're breaking down this reveal trailer. The big Capcom reveal has revealed a sandaled foot for us to look at, to enjoy. And I'm keeping this on the screen for a while. Perhaps some of you out there might decide to screenshot this. This would make a fantastic desktop wallpaper, I think. So maybe some of you out there will end up putting this on your desktop moving forward. Oh, she said yuck about the boners, about Chun-Li being an inspiration to not only female fighters but to erections the world over for decades now. So this is a nice foot here. Blackstone, Whitestone, Racist Stone says, I might put this in the gaming subreddit. You can try. You could try that. Over the years, Reddit has never been very nice to me on a few occasions. Very, very wishy-washy and finicky bunch over there at Reddit. You never know what's going to do well. You could post this and it could end up breaking records for upvotes, or maybe the first few people who see it are having a bad day and you end up with negative 25 downvotes. There seems to be no rhyme or reason to it. I just saw some messages have been retracted. Oh, there we go. Jesse, or Nerdzerker, if you will, says K Smug Gor Gura. I don't know what that means. I hope I didn't just say something offensive. Well, I hope I didn't say something that's going to get my channel taken down. I don't care if I offended anyone, but I do care about losing my YouTube channel. So this is our foot. I think we've examined the foot for long enough. We can probably move on. I will just say that his toenails are nicely trimmed, so that's good. For being a fighter, this is a pretty decent looking foot. It doesn't look too mangled. It looks like if he's ever broken any toes in combat, he's gotten those straightened out. He's managed to avoid, what do you call those, bunions? I don't see any bunions or corns on his foot, so that's good. And I can't see the other one, but it looks it looks like it's in okay shape from what I can see. Nothing glaring, no pustules, nothing jumping out to me that makes me think that he's not also done a good job with foot upkeep on the right side as well. I think that he's doing okay. I think he's doing all right. Oh, Gargura is a VTuber shark girl. She has a fascination with feet. Well, this is right up her alley. I'm probably stealing some of her thunder right now. Oh, Blackstone says that his mom actually stubbed her toe so hard she bent it in half. She's okay. It happened months ago. Well, I'm glad to hear that that didn't just happen and that she, didn't lose the toe or anything. That's good news. I'm glad that she was able to bounce back from that without any catastrophic injuries to the foot. So let's see. Let's move on from the foot. I hope if you liked that you got your screenshot, that you put that up on your desktop, maybe a phone wallpaper if you flip it vertically. Real quick. Yeah, if you flip it vertically, this could be your phone wallpaper too. So just know that's an option. Okay. Muscular build. He's looking pretty jacked here. I'm no Street Fighter historian, but I don't know if I've ever seen this fella so jacked before. He's definitely put on some muscle mass since Street Fighter 2. I know that for sure. Blackstone says that one of his mom's friends, while trying to put a bandage on it, they snapped it in place. Who did that? It's like Riggs from Lethal Weapon, where he can snap his shoulder out of place and then back into place. That's pretty badass. So, yeah, muscular build. Got there's the iconic red bandana flowing down in the back. His back is glistening. I mean, it's good graphics, of course. Most games from big studios these days are. You're not going to find many duds in the graphics department coming out, but nothing I haven't seen before. I've seen muscular backs. This guy, I don't know who it is. If you're a Street Fighter fan, maybe this guy looks familiar to you. To me, it looks like maybe a muscular Milo Yiannopoulos. Is that who he's fighting? Have they thrown Milo Yiannopoulos in the new Street Fighter 6? That's who it kind of looks like. A kind of jacked version. He's wearing dog tags, or a dog tag. That could be his. It could belong to his boyfriend or his best friend. I don't know this fellow's sexual preference, but it could be. It could be. Could belong to his father. Could have been passed down to him. And there he's doing some sort of motion with his hands. He's wearing USA gloves, so he might be a veteran himself. Though I don't think they would allow you this haircut in the military. If he was in the military, he's probably out now. I think that's a safe bet. And then here they are staring each other down. I'm really confused as to why they would put this guy in here, though. Because, again, not a historian, not a Street Fighter historian. Jesse says it might be Charlie. I don't know who Charlie is. But then he says, nah. So maybe he's rethinking that one. It's not Charlie after all. And this is, of course, Ryu. Everyone knows that. He's looking like a jacked Chris Redfield. Now, wouldn't that be a swerve? Wouldn't that be a swerve if it's not Ryu at all, but it actually turns out to be Chris Redfield from the Resident Evil franchise, dressed up as Ryu? You've got to keep that in mind as something that, could come out in the storyline. Same same, it might be Charlie, Jesse says. Jesse thinks it's Charlie. I think it's actually Chris Redfield. That's my big prediction. That's my shocker prediction, is that we've got Chris Redfield right here, and he's going to be the main star of the next Street Fighter game. And he's fighting, who is this again? With his USA glove. This guy. Chris Redfield versus, who is it? Could that be Leon? Could it be that Leon has gotten a new haircut, and it actually turns out to be the first ever crossover event where the Resident Evil characters have invaded the world of Street Fighter? Leon Kennedy versus Chris Redfield in a fight to the finish, a showdown in Street Fighter 6. They even have the purple. Hey, that's another Easter egg, I think. Hold on, where was it? Look at that. Remember the 6 from Resident Evil 6? It was purple. And the Street Fighter 6 is purple. So I think it's pretty much confirmed that this is going to be the Resident Evil Street Fighter crossover. And you're going to be playing as either Leon Kennedy or Chris Redfield, dressed up in different clothing, but fighting to save the world of Street Fighter from Umbrella Corporation. And I think that might be a pretty good prediction of where things are headed. You can probably take that to the bank. Yeah, there you go. How about that? No one thought they'd ever see that before. No one thought that was coming. I didn't think it was coming. Jesse says, I think violet is the 6th color in the spectrum. Is it? Well, that's another coincidence. Yet one more coincidence. 6th color for the 6th Street Fighter game that's calling back to Resident Evil 6. Take it to the bank. It's confirmed. Right here, you heard it first. And that's the big reveal. How do you guys feel about the big reveal? Underwhelming? Overwhelming? In between somewhere? It's not what I was hoping for, I'm going to be honest with you. I was hoping for either a new Resident Evil game or a Mega Man. Those were my two hopes. That's kind of where my head was at. I had a suspicion that the people saying Street Fighter were going to be correct. If I was going to put money on it before that clock, counted down all the way, I would have said, yeah, the Street Fighter people are probably right. But it's not what I was hoping for. And indigo is the 6th color, says Jesse, correcting himself. Not violet. Do we have that confirmed? Can we get a fact check on that from someone else in the chat? Just Say Hi, Chill Vibes is here. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. We've just found out that Capcom's big reveal here tonight, they had a countdown clock. They have revealed to us that Street Fighter 6 is on the way. And we got this nice foot to look forward to. That's going to be in the game somewhere. If someone can please fact check Jesse to find out if indigo is actually the 6th color on the spectrum of colors. I need a fact check on that. Because he corrected himself one time. And now I can't trust him. So I'm going to have to get a fact check. Oh, well, it looks like Chill Vibes is very happy about this Street Fighter news. I'm fairly indifferent just because I think the last one that I purchased was Street Fighter 4. And it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'll pick it up. just for fun, but I've never really gotten good at any fighting games. I respect people who are really good at fighting games. I like watching people play them. It's pretty impressive, the skill involved in some of these high-level tournaments, but it's one of those things where I've just never put the time in to become really good. And these days, it's not really, it's not like you can just casually become okay and have your friends over and play. No one does that anymore. It's mostly online. You're playing against people online who are typically just insane. And then you get obliterated within, several seconds, and you realize you've got at least several hundred hours probably to put in. If you're coming in as like a complete noob, if you want to be able to hang online and have a good time and play and have it be competitive, you probably got a few hundred hours to sink into one of these games. And it's not a time investment that I've been willing to make. But the people who do engage in that kind of thing, I would say that, good job. Jess says, if you go by the old Roy G. Biv, Indigo is the 6th, and Violet is the 7th. So, okay. I guess that'll pass. We'll call that a fact check. Thanks, Jess. Just say chill vibes. Says, I don't know. Twitter loves fact checking a lot. And chill is okay at fighting games, but not good enough. Well, that's the thing. To be good enough, it's quite an investment of time. And to me, if I were really going to sink that much time into it, I'd be like, I'm going to have to, get good enough to go out and play on a circuit. I'm going to have to try and win some awards, win some local tournaments at least. That would be cool. Win your local regional Street Fighter tournament. Maybe get yourself a nice trophy, or at the very least, maybe a ticket for a hot dog at the snack bar. Got to be able to win something if you're putting all that time in. I mean, I guess you can say you're doing it for the love of the game, but if you have other commitments, you better be getting a little something out of it. That's how I feel anyhows. Yeah. What else? I've been through the day going over to the Punished Super Divorce channel. I don't know if you guys saw that. The stream last night, I announced that I have created a second channel just for the video game music that I've been uploading here, because those video game music videos got this channel demonetized. Even though I had broken no rules, I had not had any copyright violations, no strikes on the channel, squeaky clean record, out of nowhere, your channel's demonetized. They're giving me 30 days to figure out on my own which videos I think caused my channel to be demonetized, because they did not go into detail. They just said, hey, your channel is in violation. Here are some things that might be causing it, generally speaking. And I think that they have a problem with the video game music videos that I've been posting. So I created a second channel, the Punished Super Divorce channel. There's a link to it in the description of this video if you would like to go over there and sub. If you're a fan of the video game music videos I've been posting, you can continue to get those, get access to them, get new ones. That's where I'll be posting them. That channel will never be monetized, never going to attempt it. It's there simply for your viewing and listening pleasure. That's it. I will get no monetary gain from any of those videos ever again. Even though I do edit them, I capture them all myself. oftentimes from in-game footage. There's work that goes into them. YouTube doesn't care. They don't care about it. You know, they don't care. But that's fine. New channel for that, and we'll try and get all those videos moved off of this channel and over to the new one ASAP. I think I've probably got about 1/10 of the videos from this channel over to the other one, and I hope to have that wrapped up by the end of this week. So that's what's going on with those videos. If there's any video game music video that you come here to watch and you can't find it, go over to the Punished Super Divorce channel, and it should be there, because I'm leaving all the videos up here until I get them over to the new channel. They will not disappear from this one until they're ready to watch at the new one. All right? Just so that's clear. Jesse says that YouTube is the worst. Yes. Yeah, they're pretty bad. They don't help you. They don't like to throw creators a bone around here. I mean, at least they didn't just delete my channel. I guess they could have done that. I'm thankful I still have one. But it would be nice in the future, and I tweeted this to them, to YouTube and to the YouTube creators account. I said, you know, maybe if you're going to demonetize someone's channel after they've been monetized for months and have started making money, that kind of factors into perhaps some of the family expenses, and people start making decisions on, on life, things you're doing, things you can afford, so on and so forth. Maybe just give them a heads up. Maybe a little tap, tap, tap on the shoulder and say, hey, we want to let you know that you've got some content on your channel that we cannot allow you to keep if you would like to maintain your monetized status. So we're giving you this many days to clear those things off, and we'll check back in. And if you're compliant, great. You maintain your monetized status that you've worked for 5 years. And if you don't, then we're going to take your status away. That seems sensible to me. But to just one day, out of the blue, no warning, send an email that says, your channel's demonetized. Sorry. Try again in 30 days. Oh, okay. That's one way of doing business. Chill Vibe says, yeah, my channel is not monetized, but YouTube struck my friend out of nowhere, and all my music is free to use. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's nice to give people access to stuff. Anyone who's ever asked me to use my content in their videos, I've always said, yeah, go for it. As long as you're not just taking it and re-uploading the exact video, I don't care. If you want to use some of my gameplay in your videos, that's fine. That's fine. I don't like reusing other people's footage just because I like to be able to say, this is my creation. I put this together. But if someone out there needed, a few minutes of a video for whatever reason, go ahead. Help yourself, But yeah, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. Could have been a worse situation. But I would rather have avoided it altogether. That would have been nice if we could have figured this out before they just pulled the rug out from under me, as it were. Yeah. Chill Vibe says, I would love, I think he meant I would love to have that Smiling Man ending music, but I don't know if you can find it. Yeah, I talked about this a little bit last night. If you ever have a request for a particular segment of a game, anything you'd like me to play or record, let me know. I'm always at least open to looking at the suggestions or the requests. And if you request something that I will do, I'll let you know. And I'm adding that to the list right now. Chill Vibes. I meant to do that the other day and I forgot. But I'm putting that down. The Smiling Man ending music. Smiling. Writing with my left hand and it's atrocious. Smiling end. There we go. I've got that written down on my little yellow pad right next to my PC. So once I get these videos moved over, I'm not playing anything new and I'm not uploading any new videos until I get this channel situation all sorted out. That's why I said hopefully by the end of this week I'll have that done and I can get back on the task of getting new gameplay videos up on this channel and then the music videos over on the other one. And I'm also going to be starting the podcast again, the Super Divorce Supercast. That's going to be coming back. Going to do that. Fun things and fun items. And thank you. I'm glad you love watching my videos. Chill Vibes. I love that you love watching them. That's what I love. That makes it worth it. If I didn't have viewers, there'd be no point in doing this. You'd have to be a complete narcissist to sit around and make videos that only you watched for yourself. I know people always say that about creative types. Some artists like to use that line. Well, I do it for me. I make my music for me. I make my art for me. Okay. I don't believe you. If you only made it for you, I don't think you'd ever leave the comfort of your home. When it comes to music, you'd never play out. You'd never bother going to record an album, pay thousands of dollars perhaps to record an album for just you. Really? I don't think anyone does that. I think people create with the intention of sharing it. That's the point. Now, you should be honest when you're creating. You should create things that resonate with you as a creator. I think it's pretty obvious when people create only to please others. They try and catch a wave, whatever's trendy, they start doing that. And the problem with that is you're always going to be like behind the times a little bit because the wave is being created by people who are doing something usually it's a little cutting edge, a little bit on the fringe, and then it catches on and then other people try and jump on, and if you can do it quick, if you're inspired by it truly, then maybe you can jump in there and you're a part of that wave, but a lot of people end up trailing behind. And then they get resentful because they look at everyone else doing the thing and they're like, well, I'm doing that too. Well, people like my shit. That's an immature attitude to have. It's very immature. You should create from a place of inspiration, a place of honesty. But also when you're creating, you have to keep in mind, I also have to make this whatever. If you're making music, it needs to be listenable. You want it to be of decent quality. You can't just say, well, my idea for a song's great, and then you perform it poorly and expect people to love it just because you had the vision. Well, the way I was imagining it was so good. Well, yeah, but you executed it like shit. You can have a fantastic idea for a story, but if you're a shit writer and you haven't honed your craft, it doesn't matter how awesome your idea is. When people sit down to read a book, they want to be able to enjoy it. It needs to be well written. It needs to flow. They need to be able to see it in their mind's eye and get in there, fall into the book, enjoy it, get lost in it. tough to do with a lot of creations these days, with a lot of mainstream media, movies, comic books. A lot of people creating for the wrong reasons, not being honest, creating from a place that's wholly contrived, no spontaneity, no fun. Well, we can get into that some other time. But for right now, I think I'm going to be off. This has been a nice time. I've enjoyed discussing this foot with you, the big Street Fighter reveal. Chill Vibe says, I'm okay at making beats. Not the best like others. I should pick back drawing. Or do both. Why not both? You can do both, you know? Nothing wrong with being a Renaissance man. We need more Renaissance men and women. You can be a Renaissance woman as well. We need Renaissance people in general. I'm not saying that because I'm afraid of any repercussions. That's the truth. We need people in general who are willing to undertake multiple endeavors. Try a little bit of this and a little bit of that and see what works, see what's inspiring, and create and believe in yourself and push yourself and bring some good shit into the world. We need more good shit. Some nice quality shit is what we need. From anyone who can bring it. And in my opinion, everyone can bring it. You just have to tap into it. You have to find what it is that you're bringing to the table, what you can offer the world that no one else can. I think everyone's got something. That's my belief. Even if you're fucking up big time right now, even if you're mired in muck, you have no idea what it is you could ever offer. There's something. There's something there. You just got to start digging. Start digging a little bit. Find one little thread to follow. And you'll happen upon something. It's there. If you don't believe it, just know that I do. Maybe worth a little something. And with that, I think I'm going to head out for the night. Thank you for being here. My friends in the chat, people who have stopped by, watched this with me, enjoyed the big Capcom reveal. Street Fighter fans, rejoice. This is your night. This is a night for you. So celebrate, and please look forward to the new Street Fighter game that I think they said is coming out, did it say this summer? Let me check real quick. No release date, it just says more news, summer 2022. Hashtag Street Fighter 6, and then I think you can sign up for a newsletter as well. And you can follow Street Fighter on Twitter and Instagram. Okay? So, until next time, everyone, please take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.